Hello, my fellow air signs, Gemini. Gosh, I love you guys. I love other Geminis. This is your reading for the month of October 2019. So this is a reading for me as well. So I shall be paying attention to what the cards are telling us. Please remember, it is just a general brief insight into what's to come for us, Gemini, over the next few weeks ahead in October. It may not resonate with all of us, but it will resonate with some of us. So take what you need and leave the rest behind. If you would like to book in for an in-depth one-to-one personal reading, all of my social media accounts will be in the description box below, and so will my website, so you can access them and contact me via any of them, book any of the services, private readings, whatever. I do lots of different stuff, but we're not here to waffle on about that. We're here to do your tarot scope of what's to come for you in October, Gemini. Last bit on this bit of bump, should you feel that this reading resonates with you today, please remember to like, share, subscribe, just to be notified of any upcoming videos that I put on there for you guys. Also, feel free to follow me on my Instagram or anything like that, because I try and upload as much as I can. Within reason, I don't want to drain myself completely, but I do try to be as active as I can with my social media followers. So anyway, that bit of bump is said, and Gemini, we love to talk. That is us. So today I'm working with the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm also working with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I'm mixing it up with a couple of different cards. I don't really have a set plan. Us Geminis never really do. So it's just a case of winging it and see how we go. Well, I've gone through 2 star signs already. We've done Aries and I've done Taurus, and I'm now with your lovely selves. So we're going to go with Oracle cards first. Just to basically get like a good general overview of what's coming in for us, Gemini. I do feel a lot of us Geminis have been struggling with our emotions over the last 6 weeks, and I do feel that it feels like it's drained some of us spiritually. I think some of us feel like we've been pouring from an empty cup. So it's a case of really a little bit of rest and rejuvenation, and some of you may have actually been literally taken off the grid with illness. I know with me, I've been working so hard, and emotionally I felt quite drained, and literally spirit took me off the grid for a few days and was just like, rest, just rest. So you will notice I do have a little bit of a sore throat, so please excuse it if I do cough. I'll try not to cough everywhere and spit my lurgy. So let's have a look. What's coming for Gemini in October 2019 as guidance? Gemini. Okay. Gemini. I feel excited for us, Gemini, and I don't feel excited just because it's our sign. I feel excited because it feels like something we've been waiting for is coming. We've been working towards a goal. I want to go career or work or whatever you're kind of building in that passion sense, because you've been aiming for something and you've been aiming for the stars, but it feels like you've not been knocked back every time. But Gemini, it feels like it felt like it was out of our reach. But this is letting you know that you need to set your sights higher. Gemini, we really need to look for the stars. Excuse me, there we go. I said about the cough, here it comes. We need to look further ahead than where we're currently aiming at. I think some of us are aiming for the stars, but we're really kind of not reaching as far as we'd like to. Now you need to track down what it is that's stopping you, because we've got to track down your fears and your desires. Some of us are literally prisoners of our own mind and prisoners of our own criticism. So Geminis, I do feel that, some of us haven't been as honest with ourselves on what we really want. We've got to track down your fears and desires. We've got to be brave and be honest and set your sights higher. So if that's not kind of, a kick in the face, not a kick in the face, but if that's not kind of hit in the face, if it's not being blatant enough what we need to be doing, I don't know how it can be any clearer for us. We are the ones that hold ourselves back. We are the ones that criticise ourselves on another level. Geminis, we are one of the most desirable signs. And some might go, no, Geminis are hard work. But I think, we're one of the greatest lovers. We are, because there's 2 of us, we can be either your best friend or your worst enemy. And it really depends on how you treat us. So Gemini, I think, you can either be your number 1 fan or you can be your own worst enemy. And I think a lot of you Geminis have been your own worst enemy, and I could take that a little bit as well. We knock ourselves down before we even get going, and we definitely don't give us enough pats on the back. So make sure in October that is something that you are working on. Aim for the stars, Gemini. Keep going. Oh, I've dropped my oracle cards, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're now going to move on to the tarot cards to just see what's coming for Gemini in October 2019. So let's have a look. Okay, some of us may be going overseas. That's not me. Oh, that one's jumping everywhere. Those three are together, okay. Okay, Gemini. Let's have a look where we're going with these. Do we have any major arcanas? I need one more. This, that one. You're going with you. You're going with you. One more for you. Okay. So Gemini, we have the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands, and that could be that you're needing to take on at the beginning of October a more lighter energy and a more creative side to things. That could be with those things that I said to you about really aiming for the stars. It could be a case of you needing to really fall in love again with everything and the passion that you've wanted to go ahead with. Some of you may be working overseas or maybe looking to travel overseas. Some of you may be looking further to your future, because the Two of Wands lets us know that what is our passion, what is our career, what do we want from the future, which way are we going? Don't be looking backwards, be looking forwards. You want to be looking at growth, Gemini, in October. You don't want to be staying in your comfort zone. We do that. We're terrible for that. We're renowned for staying in our comfort zone because we don't like it when things get tricky. But Gemini, you know, we have that ability to multitask and things like that. And I don't want to sound like I'm favouring Gemini. It's just that I obviously know Gemini very well, being one myself. So I know my flaws and I know my positives. So this is letting us know that we need to look for the future. We can't stay where we are, and we can't continue on this path because we're not going to progress. So then we're moving over to this one. So that's the beginning of October. That is something that we're going to have to, it's like a wake up sign. We're suddenly going to be going, do you know what? I am able to do much more, whether it be in your relationship, your career, whatever it is. It's like I'm worth more, I can do more. You're finally going to realise the power that you do actually have, and you're going to move forward with it. Now, this could be somebody, you know, emotionally, I want to go relationships for some of you Geminis. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, which is a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. And some of you may be dealing with, let's have a look at that one, a fellow air sign, which is Gemini, Aquarius or Libra. And this is letting you know that, you know, we've got a little bit of someone's being ignored, someone's not being appreciated fully. So this could be you, Gemini. This could be you in your relationship or friendship connections. Or it could be somebody else is making you feel this way. You know, look at the man in the card. He's just not interested. He's just so focused on himself and what he's doing. He's not seeing this person bringing the drinks and taking care of him. He's got all this wonderful stuff, but he's just so preoccupied. So, you know, that could be you, Gemini, in that month, or it could be somebody's making you feel that way. But this is coming to an end, yeah? This energy is coming to an end because we've got the Ten of Swords. That is like literally the stab in the back card. Don't worry, you're not going to get stabbed in the back. That is literally more of the mental side of things. Somebody or a situation is going to come to an end, and it's literally, you can't carry on with that. It's like, you know, some cards you got the chance to go back to. You know, if we had this one with that one, you got the chance of reconciling. But this one, it's telling me, done. Finished. So some of you Geminis will be leaving something behind in October, but I think it will make a positive change for you. You're going to want to hold on to it, but I think, you know, it could be an unhealthy behaviour, it could be something toxic in your life. It doesn't have to literally fit into one box. It's something that you've known for a while is no longer serving you, but you've literally been holding on to it because we're never very good at ending things, and we're never very good at realising when enough is enough, whether it be a habit, a relationship, a career choice, a friendship. We don't really like to hurt others unless they kind of really push us to it, then we go for it. So you're also going to be dealing with the King of Swords energy. So again, that's a Gemini, Aquarius, a Libra, or it could be a case of that you need to take on this energy. And this could be, this card, Six of Cups, that sometimes means somebody from your past is soon to resurface, and that's a water sign. So we're talking Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody from your past could be coming up for you in October, Gemini. They could be reminiscing, thinking about you, wanting to pop back in. This could also be a friendship that wants to pop back in. But I just want to say, do you know what? I'm going to kind of leave that where it was. I don't really need to go back over it, because I think with this, you need to be clear. It could be a case of you need to take on the King of Swords energy and just be like, do you know what? Clear with his big sword, a clear fail swoop. Done. You know, we've got to cut the ties of something. You can't keep going back to what broke you, or you can't keep going back to who broke you. I do feel by the end of the month, October, you will be definitely in your more element. You know, you'll be, not, I don't want to say more fertile, but you'll be, because I looked at her and she looks pregnant in the card, you know, that's not going to fit for the male Geminis, or it might do, who knows. This is letting you know that emotionally you're going to be more in your power. You're the queen. That's the end of the suit for the you know, you got the queen and you got the king. But this is emotionally, you're in a good place. Or you could be dealing with somebody that's helping you to be in a good place. You'll have dealt with all this rubbish and you'll really be set on your path. I feel with you, Gemini, leaving October, it'll be like you're able to breathe again. It feels like there's been a restriction and you're able to move forward. Judgment is here, so it's a case of how you deal with all this is how you move forward. As you can see, the person in the card, they're just moving forward. Everything that they've kind of dealt out with is now being judged. Is karma, basically. So everything you've done over the last few weeks in October is then going to come to a head by the end of October, and it's like Judgment Day. Excuse me. If you've dealt with it all well, if you've kind of not gone back to this, it's going to be good. But if you go back to this, then we're seeing a bit of this, and it's just like, you know, do you need it in any more kind of detail for you? If you go back to this, you're going to get this. And I really don't want you to go there. So that's why you need to use him. One fell swoop. See you later. We're in our power. We're in a good place. I hope that's resonated for you today, Gemini. I'm going to have a little standstill now before I move on to the other astrological signs because my throat is starting to tickle. If this reading has resonated with you, please let me know in the comments because I love to hear when it makes sense to someone. Thanks for watching. Take care.